Welcome back. In this session, we will be talking about a very important topic. So, if you have any interest in programming, you might have come through the word function. Functions will be there either you are working in Dart, PHP, C, whatever. You have to understand the concept of functions. So, what is a function? Function is just a collection of code or statements grouped together to perform a task. So when we are writing codes here, suppose this is just a very basic code. That's why we can write it in the same file. But what if there will be 100 lines of code or 100 functions to execute or 100 tasks to execute? In that case, we have to make use of functions so that we will declare the function somewhere else and call it here or call it in multiple times wherever we want. So let's start. I will remove and clean everything. It will be like functions. So here you can see the syntax of a basic function. It consists of return type, optional, but it's recommended. Return type means what the function will return at the end. The second is function name. So it's just a kind of a variable name, you can say, because obviously to call a function, you have to give it a name. And the third thing is parameter or arguments. That is what value we are sending to the function while we are calling it. So right now you might get confused, but no need to panic. We will understand it slowly, step by step. And when I was saying return type, sometimes the function may not return anything. In that case, we use void as a return type. So if you heard this word void, you might think, wait, I have seen it somewhere. So if you just go to the code here, this is also a function. That is the main function with return type of void. So it's very weird that from the very early or from the very beginning, we were working with functions, but we didn't know it because this is the entry point. That's why we didn't discuss it earlier. But right now, you can see it's the same syntax, that is return type, function name, and then parentheses and curly braces. This is how we declare a function. Now, the theory is done. Let's write the way of writing a function, because there are different ways for different purposes. The first way is function without passing arguments. That means we are not passing any arguments towards the function, and arguments were these values. Let's try it ourselves. I will just write first function without passing argument and return type. That is, this function is not returning anything. So I will declare it like void. Let's do some mathematical thing. Find parameter, and then in the function we can have variables or some executable codes, whatever we want. So I will just first declare a variable of integer 4, then second will be width of integer 2, Then now let's do the calculation. That is, parameter will be a variable which will be holding this calculation 2 into L plus B. That is length plus breadth. Okay. And then we will just print here the perimeter is, and then concatenation. Okay. So here we have successfully declared a function. Now I told you, if we have a function, we have to call it. So how we will call it? We'll just simply write find parameter, that is the function name, and parenthesis. That's it. And now let's run the program. See, the parameter is 12, that is 4 plus 2 is 6, and 6 into 2 is 12. So this is the first way of writing a function which doesn't have any return type and which is not getting any argument. That is, the values are being returned inside the function. Okay, I hope you have understood till now, because now we are going to the next way of writing a function, which is function with arguments. As the name suggests, here we will be passing the argument when we are calling the function. So let's suppose here, for declaring the parameters, I will write first the data type of the parameter, that is int length, and then second will be int breadth. Now, if we are passing the value, then we don't have to declare the value inside the function. So I will remove it from here. Now it's the declaration part is done, but if we are calling a function, then here it's showing this error, because you can just see in the error two positional arguments expected. That is, we have to pass the value. So first I will just pass 5, and then second also 5, that is length and breadth. Now let's see again the output. See, the parameter is 20. So what it will be? It will be function with passing argument. It's very simple, but I hope you have understood, because this is the very core concept of the programming. Without this, you won't be able to understand further on. So I will suggest you, if you have any doubts, you just also research on your own and try to go deeper inside the concept. Now let's move on to the third, which is function with argument and a return type. So simply we will just write the third way, function with argument and return type. So as the name itself suggests, that it will have argument like this, and it will have a return type. So now the return type won't be here void, it will be int. Now you can see the error. The body might be complete normally, but it's returning null because it's not returning any value. So what we have to do, we won't print it inside the function. We will just return the parameter value. See, the error is gone. So here we have a return type of integer, since both the value are integer and after calculation it becomes an integer. That's it. Now if we are returning a value, we have to catch it somewhere. So here I will just write int result is equal to find parameter. Now the result variable will consist of that calculated value sent by the function. So now if we want, we can simply print here like the result is, then here now we have to write result parameter variable, because we are storing it by its this name. And also if you want, you can do some more calculations further on, like int final total is equal to result plus, you can just write 200, and then here again print final result after, so after adding is, then find total. Okay. Mm, it's showing some error. Let's, okay, final total. Sorry. Okay. Now let's run the program. It should be first will be 5 plus 5, 10, 20. And then second will be obviously plus 100, 120. So we do this return type normally so that we can have some more calculations afterwards. It's like after when a user, when we try to get the age of a user, after getting the age, we might do some calculations. Let's see, suppose here it's a function int user age. Okay, and simply here we will just write return 20, suppose. Now what if we want to first int get user age is equal to user age, and after getting the user age we will do some calculations, like if get user age is less than 18, print he cannot drive, else print allowed to drive a car. Now let's comment this, and now let's run, and I hope you know what the result will be. It will be the else, because we are getting 20 when we are calling the function, and then from the if else statement which we have already learned, we see if the user is legally allowed to drive a car or not. So this is a very basic use. Obviously when we are building the complete application, we will have some more advanced usage of these functions. Now the final Or another way of writing a function, you can just say it's shorthand syntax or fat arrow, which means if our function body contains only one line of code, then we can use this arrow and this kind of arrow symbol, you can just say an equal and greater than, to declare the function and make it look short. So it's just a way to clean our code. And also in the notes section, you can read in fat arrow notation, we don't use the curly braces and also don't use return keyword. So there is a lot to digest again. Here, let's try with this int fat arrow syntax. Here we have a, we are just returning, or you can say we have just one line of code. So first thing it was told that we have to remove the curly braces. Okay, we removed it. And second, we don't have this return statement. Okay. And instead of that, we will have this arrow. See, it is looking so cool and so clean. And now again, I will just change the value to 17. And let's see. What is the output? See, he cannot drive, which simply means the function is doing the same as before, but with this shorthand syntax, it's looking cleaner and it's easier to read. That is just return 17, and there is this return type as well, which is an integer. And if you want here as well, you can do these changes. First, I will remove the curly braces. Then I will remove this return or return, and simply here I will write arrow and this one line of code. That is, after calculating, it will directly return to whatever it's calling. I will comment down and do it this again. And I hope the result will be same as before. See, the result is 20. After final result after adding is 120. So the earlier it was looking very messy, but with the shorthand syntax, it's getting better. So I hope you have understood the basics of function. In the next video, we will go more deeper into parameters and its type.